In the heart of Europe, something massive is unfolding, something that could reshape the continent's transportation landscape for generations. A colossal $34 billion project is underway, one that isn't just an airport, a rail hub, or a highway terminal. It's all of those, and more. Welcome to the European Transport Megahub, an audacious plan to build the most connected, futuristic, and efficient gateway Europe has ever seen. But why spend such an astronomical sum? Why now? And more importantly, what are the long-term ambitions driving this mega project? Is it just about smoother travel, or is there a far bigger geopolitical strategy at play? In this video, we'll explore the staggering scope of Europe's new megahub. We'll go inside its futuristic terminals, uncover the economic forces behind it, examine the complex international cooperation needed to build it, and find out how this hub could help Europe secure its place in a new global power dynamic. To understand why this megahub is necessary, we first have to look at how transportation is evolving. For decades, Europe has relied on a network of national airports, cross-border rail services, and highway systems. While efficient in some areas, the overall network is fragmented with outdated infrastructure, national-level priorities, and bottlenecks that choke the movement of goods and people. The new megahub aims to change all of that. It's not a single airport or even a group of terminals. It's an integrated ecosystem of air, rail, road, and even freight logistics designed to work in perfect harmony. At its center is a sprawling international airport, one that's projected to handle over 150 million passengers annually by the 2040s. But surrounding it are massive intermodal terminals, high-speed rail lines connecting major European capitals, autonomous freight corridors linking ports and industrial zones, and even drone logistics centers for rapid parcel delivery. Imagine arriving at the hub via a high-speed train from Berlin. Within 15 minutes, you've checked into your flight bound for Tokyo. Meanwhile, your luggage is sorted by AI, and freight containers from the port of Rotterdam are being loaded onto automated trucks headed for Milan. That's the level of efficiency Europe is aiming for. Where exactly is this mega hub being built? The answer lies in central Poland, just 40 kilometers west of Warsaw, in a place called Baranów. At first glance, it seems like an unlikely location. But from a logistical standpoint, it's ideal. Poland sits at the crossroads of Europe's north-south and east-west transport corridors. It borders Germany to the west and Ukraine to the east. Trains from the Baltics and Scandinavia pass through here en route to Central Europe. Highways link it to the Balkans, Austria, and the Netherlands. This central positioning allows the hub to serve as a bridge, not just between Western Europe and Eastern Europe, but also between Europe and Asia. With China's Belt and Road Initiative creating new rail links across Eurasia, Poland's megahub could become a critical junction in global trade. But this isn't just about geography. Poland has ambitions, big ones. It wants to transform from a flyover country to a central economic powerhouse. And the megahub, known officially as the Solidarity Transport Hub or CPK, Centralny Port Komunikacyjny, is the crown jewel of that transformation. So what exactly does this $34 billion project include? Let's break it down. At the heart of CPK is a massive international airport. Designed by architects Foster Plus Partners, the first phase will have the capacity to handle 40 million passengers annually, almost double Warsaw Chopin Airport. But the design is modular. Over time, more terminals will be added, eventually accommodating 100 to 150 million passengers a year, rivaling airports like Atlanta, Beijing, and Dubai. Then comes the rail component. CPK will anchor a network of 2,000 kilometers of new high-speed rail lines, known as the spokes of the project. These lines will connect Warsaw to all major Polish cities in under 2.5 hours and provide international service to cities like Berlin, Prague, and Vienna. Add to that a state-of-the-art freight logistics zone, seamlessly integrated with customs clearance, warehousing, and cold storage for pharmaceutical goods and fresh food. Intermodal terminals will allow containers to be transferred between trains, trucks, and air cargo planes in record time. And finally, there's the digital layer. The entire system is being built with automation in mind. AI-powered logistics, predictive maintenance, biometric boarding, and real-time multilingual assistance are just a few of the features planned. So what do you get when you inject $34 billion into a region? Economic transformation. CPK isn't just a transport project, it's a regional development strategy. The Polish government estimates that the hub will create over 150,000 new jobs directly and indirectly. Thousands of construction workers, engineers, rail technicians, airport staff, IT specialists, and hospitality workers will be needed. But beyond jobs, the real goal is to shift the economic gravity of Europe slightly eastward. For decades, cities like Frankfurt, Paris, and Amsterdam have dominated the air travel market. CPK is Poland's challenge to that dominance. By offering faster, cheaper, and better connected services, Poland hopes to attract international airlines, logistics companies, and investors. It's a long game, but one with huge potential payoffs. The more connected Poland becomes, the more it attracts foreign business, tourism, and supply chain activity. There's also a geopolitical layer to this mega-hub. For the past 2 decades, China has been investing heavily in infrastructure both at home and across Eurasia. Through the Belt and Road Initiative, it has built high-speed railways, ports, and logistics centers that tie Europe more closely to Asia. If Europe doesn't match that investment, it risks becoming dependent on Chinese-built infrastructure for trade and travel. CPK represents a bold countermeasure, European-led, European-owned, and designed to secure the continent's long-term autonomy. In fact, CPK has already been presented to the European Union as a flagship infrastructure project. Brussels views it not just as a Polish ambition, but as a European asset. EU co-funding is helping to finance parts of the rail expansion, and several member states have expressed interest in cooperating on security, customs integration, and aviation standards. But what about the environment? Isn't building a mega-airport in the middle of Europe at odds with climate goals? That's a valid concern, and the planners of CPK have taken it seriously. The airport and surrounding infrastructure are being designed with climate neutrality in mind. First, the rail component is essential. By shifting regional travel from short-haul flights to high-speed trains, the hub can reduce total emissions per passenger. A journey from Warsaw to Krakow, for example, will be 50% faster and use 90% less carbon than flying. The airport itself will use sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, blending systems, smart energy grids powered by solar and wind, and circular waste management. Every piece of concrete, glass, and steel used in construction is being optimized for longevity and reuse. Green corridors, forested buffers, and wetlands are being preserved and integrated around the hub to maintain biodiversity. Noise pollution is being addressed with new aircraft routing technologies and noise-reducing runway surfaces. No megaproject comes without controversy, and CPK is no exception. First, there's the cost. While the total budget is $34 billion, some critics argue that the final bill could rise significantly due to inflation, delays, and unexpected engineering challenges. Land acquisition has also sparked protests. Residents in Baranov and nearby villages have raised concerns about displacement, compensation, and the loss of farmland. The government has held dozens of town hall meetings, but skepticism remains. Then there's the aviation question. Critics point out that air travel demand has been volatile, especially since the COVID-19 pandemic. With more people working remotely and climate regulations tightening, will there be enough long-term demand to justify such a large airport? Planners argue yes. Travel has rebounded faster than expected, and as Europe grows and integrates more closely with Asia, the long-haul market is expected to grow significantly. But the critics continue to watch closely. CPK isn't being built in a vacuum. Its design draws inspiration from hubs like Incheon in South Korea, Schiphol in Amsterdam, and Changi in Singapore. Each of these airports blends functionality with beauty, logistics with leisure. But CPK is also a chance for Europe to create something uniquely its own, a symbol of resilience, ambition, and integration. For centuries, Poland was caught between empires. Now it wants to be at the center of one of the most advanced transport networks in the world. By combining global best practices with local identity, CPK aims to do more than just move people, it wants to inspire them. Whether you're flying to London, taking a train to Prague, or shipping goods to Shanghai, this hub wants to be the place where your journey begins. Europe's $34 billion mega hub isn't just an airport. It's a vision, a bold attempt to knit together a continent and reimagine how people and goods move across borders. If successful, it will set a new standard for transportation infrastructure. It will boost economies, connect cultures, and serve as a model for smart, sustainable, and inclusive growth. If it fails, it will serve as a lesson in the challenges of scale and ambition. But one thing is clear, the future of European transportation isn't arriving by chance. It's being engineered brick by brick, rail by rail, gate by gate, in a small town west of Warsaw where one of the world's boldest infrastructure experiments